やっぱりデッドライジング1の時に
We had, traditional type of trial demo with original Dead Rising, and that was well received, and we wanted to do the same thing. However, we wanted to shock the people. We just didn't want to do the same thing again. And meanwhile, we were in discussion with Microsoft. Essentially, Dead Rising was established as a Microsoft exclusive game. So, we all came up with the idea that probably it would be interesting to come up with a story that would bridge original game and Dead Rising 2. But, obviously the difficult point here is that we have to create another brand new story to bridge the two stories. That would be a totally different game. So we couldn't cut it out as a traditional demo as such, but we've decided to release it as a downloadable content. Okay, it's a nominal sum, but you can find out a lot more than you expect in regular trial demo. Right, okay, so the story-wise, there was an incident in Willamette shopping mall in the original Dead Rising, and after 2 years there was another zombie outbreak happens in Las Vegas. So around that time, Chuck, the protagonist, and his daughter Keiji were living in Las Vegas, but they escaped, and they are the two survivors. The story evolves around those two in case 0. Well, the original game, the concept was very, very unique. However, we had lots of difficulties because that was a brand new type of game we worked on. So, I don't want to give you an excuse, but the game itself was entertaining and interesting. However, it was not polished as a gameplay, we felt. Therefore, we went out to create Dead Rising 2 as a some sort of remake, if you like, of the original game. So, we got the larger map. We're concentrated on a very unique and interesting point, and we wanted to focus on more to power up the original one. Save system, yes, this is something that I gave a lot of thoughts on. Lots of people criticize about the save system, but there are, quite a few enthusiasts love that save system as well. So, we could have utilized the modern save system, autosaves and etc., but I just didn't want to go down that road to become sort of generic in the gameplay. Well, one of the elements we didn't have in the original game was multiplayer, and when we were thinking about Dead Rising 2 concept, we thought that the co-play would be fun. However, we just didn't want to rely on the co-play for the gameplay aspects of it. This was a single-play game. Therefore, we wanted to sort of double the fun with your friends, if you like. So, whenever you like, you can call on your friend, and also the character as well. We deliberately didn't want anyone different from Chuck. So, your friends, Chuck in a different type of crazy costume, come over, and probably from the story side, if your friends can, or, you too can, beat some cycles that you couldn't beat by yourself or something, you can do a different play. For the people who's never played Dead Rising 2, we didn't want a direct connection with existing characters from the original game. Therefore, the world is the same place, where the zombie outbreaks are happening around the world, and therefore Frank must be I don't know, still stuck in Willamette or somewhere. He's there, but we couldn't depict Frank in this particular Dead Rising 2. Having said that, everywhere I go, every single journalist asks me, is Frank coming back again? I know. So yeah, I've got a tiny regret that we didn't include Frank in this iteration. One thing I learned from directing a short film was there is no once if you shoot, that's it. You can't really revisit and set up and book the same actors and actresses. It would be a huge thing if you didn't like what you shot. So, but on the other hand, in video game development, if you don't like it, you can create them up again. Probably in the film, you may be able to change the color tone, but you can't change the movement of the actors. You can't change the camera angle. So, in both format, there are good parts and bad parts. So, what I learned, one thing from the film is probably we can learn from more, this is it, there is no turning back sort of attitude I can incorporate for the game development so that, we can utilize that for better development. Well, the original Dead Rising was based in a shopping mall, and second one's in a casino. I mean, these are the both places that the human beings' desires emphasized. World appealing to that particular human desire, if you like. In America, I can't really think of anywhere like that in Europe, appealing to just a part of human nature, where you can have your desire as you like. Having said that, I've been going to America like maybe a couple of times every month now, and I'm a little bit bored, and I would like to come over to Europe to research for the future Dead Rising franchise. So if you can, recommend somewhere, preferably in, Greek island or somewhere. That would be great.
こんにちは、カプコンの稲船圭司です。Xbox コミュニティの、みんな、元気ですか。デッドライジング2、ケースゼロともですね、とってもいい作品に仕上がりましたんで、みんな楽しんでもらえたらと思います。よろしくお願いします。